Hi, welcome to week 7. I am going over discussion 7, which talks about Simpson's equivalency theory and how it asks us to think about how it affects either K through 12 or universities and how they would handle the development and implementation and management of distant learning programs. I think one of the biggest things that I have and that I noted was in the reading. Um, Simpson said it should not be necessary for any group of learners to um, compensate for different, possibly lesser instructional experiences. Thus, those developing distance educational systems should strive to make equivalent the learning experience of all students, no matter how they are linked to the resources or instructions they are required. Um, they require. I'm sorry. And I think that really does kind of sum it up. That was, page 71 to 72 of the reading. And um, what I gathered from it, and I'm just going to take it from the standpoint of university because we can talk about our own experiences firsthand, which is as a distant learner, many of us as students have had the opportunity to have traditional learning at some point, whether we did traditional learning in undergrad or whether we did traditional learning just in our high school. And now we are going into doing an online type of learning. I think that every instructor, when they built the curriculum, it doesn't have to be the same, and I think that's a big point to point out. It just has to be equivalent. So the experience is made different, but the curriculum should still be geared towards um, the students being able to learn just as much as they would if they were sitting in a brick and mortar traditional type of standpoint. So although I am sitting here talking to you right now in my home, I still should have the same level of opportunities as if I was learning in a classroom. However, there's different styles of learners. We kind of talked about that before, and so it doesn't need to have a one size shoe fit approach. I think when I was looking at some of the readings in regards to this, I think many people in the beginning of developing the curriculum thought that it had to be duplicated and it had to be the same, whether it was distant learning or whether it was online, the curriculum will be the same. And often that doesn't work just because of our learning experiences being different. One key to this theoretical approach is the concept of, again, the equivalency. Local and distant learners have fundamentally different environments in which they learn. So it's the responsibility of the distant educator to design learning events that provide experience with equal value for learners. So that's just the same thing. I mean, it doesn't have to be the same, but it definitely needs to be equal. And I think that would be the point that I would like to point out, whether you do it for K through 12 and you do a distant learning because you don't have enough teachers to teach in that particular district for that subject, and students decide to go online, or whether we're doing homeschooling, or whether we're doing what we're doing, getting our degree online. Our curriculum should never be compromised because we have a different modality of learning. It should definitely be equal, but it doesn't have to be the same. That is what my topic discussion is, and I look forward to seeing all of your feedback. You guys have a wonderful night.